Hello, and welcome to today's chat with Sabrina. My name is Sabrina.
My name's Alex.
Today, our chat is going to be about 5 board games that we recommend for beginners. These are all games that I found enjoyable when I was first getting into the hobby. These are games that we have recommended to friends who are wanting to get into the hobby. And lastly, just want to mention these games are in no particular order, but they're all very good games. So, with that being said, let's jump right in with the first one.
Okay. Jaipur.
Jaipur. If you want to go ahead and give an explanation, I feel like you're best at that.
Sure. It's a two-player only game. It deals with trading cards between the two sides in kind of a tug-of-war fashion. And you're basically trying to collect sets of the same kinds of cards in order to turn those in for points. So.
Yeah.
And there's camels.
Yeah, camels. This game is really fun. It's really simple. As you can see, it is a very small box, which is great because I'm sure as you can see behind us, there are games that have plenty bigger boxes. And this game really only lasts like half an hour or so. So it's just a quick one to bust out if you're, wanting to kill some time before, you need to go watch a movie or you want to go hang out or something.
Or just to finish off the night, something relaxing.
Yeah. And that's kind of what we do. We always try to play games before we go to bed because it gives us that mental stimulation, but then it'll make us tired before we go to bed. So it just makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
But I think this was actually one of the second or third games that we played after we had got together. And I remember really liking it. I remember asking hey, let's play this again. Oh, I really want to play this game. And yeah, it's a good one. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah. All right, so our next game is going to be Codenames. Now this is kind of a word party game that you play in teams. It's a grid of cards that are on the table that each have a word on them, and then there will be a key card that each team will look at that tells them which words apply to their team. They'll be color-coded. And the way it works is one member of the team will give a one-word and one-number clue to the other teammates that try to connect as many of those cards together as possible. So for example, you could say something like Animal 2 would tell your teammates that 2 of the cards out there are connected to the word animal. And if they guess those, then they'll get, we'll cover them up and they'll get a point for them. And this basically goes back and forth until one team either gets all of their words or somebody inadvertently chooses the assassin card, which will end the game immediately. So, what do you think about this one?
This game is a bit more challenging, but I like it because it is one of those games that, when you're able to finish it correctly, it's just oh, yes. It's very empowering once you do it. But the thing that I do also like about this game is it's a party game, so you can play with a lot of people just casually, and it's a lot of fun. But also there are so many varieties of this game. We have this Codenames, we have a version Codenames Duet, and we have Codenames Harry Potter, which is my favorite. But, there are also versions, I think they have, Disney, pictures, where it's just pictures, no words. Marvel, Simpsons, just really anything that you can imagine, they have a version of this game. Yeah. So it's very versatile depending on, what kind of crowd you're going with or, what your favorite things are. I'm sure there's a version out there for you.
Yeah, we like the Codenames Duet version just because we typically just play the both of us.
Yeah, it's just us.
And it works great, so it's a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun, but like I said, it can be very challenging.
Yeah, if you're not good at words.
Right, like
word
me.
Games,
but, like I was saying, once you're able to do it correctly and you're able to finish that game with a near perfect score, you're like, oh, we have to do this again, so maybe we can get it, together next time and stuff like that. So definitely recommend.
Yep.
All right, for our next game, we are going to be talking about King Domino.
Yes.
This is a game that deals with tile placing and map building. The tiles are like dominoes, so you're trying to place these tiles in your kingdom to maximize your scoring opportunity, hence the name King Domino. I really like this game because it's simple, the artwork is very nice, and it has that feeling of, like playing dominoes. Um, so super simple. It probably only takes like 15, 30 minutes, and it plays 2 to 4 players. So it's another one of those simple, easy games that's quick that you can play, before you go to bed or anything like that, like we mentioned before.
Or if you have friends over, it works really
Yeah,
well in that situation.
yeah. It's very versatile to where, we as more experienced gamers can enjoy it, but also someone else that we had come over was going to play it with us. They would have a good time too.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Good choice. Okay, so our next game is going to be Karuba. This is another tile placing game where each player is going to have a map board of their own. And then we're going to have a bunch of tiles that have numbers on them. Everybody has the exact same board set up. Everybody has the exact same tiles. However, one player is going to have their tiles face down, and then they're going to draw them one by one, call out the number, kind of like bingo, and then everybody else is going to find that same tile, and then you can place it on your board in whatever way you want to, with the goal of trying to get your explorers from one end of the board to the treasures at the other end, so that you could score points. So, what do you think about this one?
I like this game. I like it a lot. I like the map building aspect, and also the bingo aspect is really cool.
Yeah.
Because, while everybody gets the same tile, it's fun to see how they work their tile in the different ways.
Right.
It's very fun. I always feel like we have a good time when we play this game because, we're looking over being like, oh, what did you do? What did you do? And how close are you? And, it's kind of got that race aspect to it.
Yeah.
So you want to make the best out of it that you can.
Yeah.
But
it looks cute too. So.
Yeah, and once you finish your map, it's so fun to like look and see what other people did. Like, oh, if you could have got that tile, you could have won, or
yeah,
that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. I just feel like we don't play this game enough because while it does play 2 to 4, I feel like honestly it's best with that 3 or 4 player count. But this is a good one.
Yeah, it's quite enjoyable, and after you finished it, you're always like, let's play again.
Yeah.
Kind of that kind of thing. So
yeah.
It's a fun one. So
check it out. All right, and last but not least,
it's Ticket to Ride. It's definitely the biggest box that we've had so far.
Yeah.
This is a very kind of classic feeling family game. In this one, there's a board, and in the case of this version, it's of the United States that has a lot of different cities on it and connections between those cities. And really all you're doing is taking cards from a little row of cards, trying to collect sets of the same color in order to turn those in so you can put your little plastic trains down on the map to connect those cities. For example, if you're trying to connect Los Angeles to El Paso, you need 6 black cards to do that. You turn those in, then you can put your trains down on that route and score points. You also have some little ticket cards that will tell you 2 different cities that you can try to connect, and those are secret. And if you manage to do it at the end of the game, you get points, and if you don't, you lose points. So it's a very simple game. You're just basically taking cards and playing cards and having a good time. So
yeah, I always like this game because I like looking at the end and being able to see, like which color of trains went where.
Yeah.
And, trying to see if I can think like, oh, I wonder what ticket they had. And, and then I always love just like, being able to finish it. But, you can't tell anybody that you finished your ticket. So you're just
right.
like, oh, yeah. Like, it's always so much fun. And this is definitely one of those games that I feel like we don't play as often, but when we do, I immediately want to play it again.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, it's fun, very satisfying.
It can be a little mean.
Yeah.
Just because you can kind of
cut people off.
take somebody else's route that they needed. So
Yeah.
just gonna have to keep that in mind. But it's pretty light. It's pretty family friendly. So not too many hurt feelings. It also has a lot of expansions. There's a lot of different versions of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different maps you can get, different countries.
Yeah.
There is even an expansion just for this version that gives you bigger cards because the game comes with some really small cards. They're kind of hard to shuffle.
Yeah.
But the expansion gives you like big, regular playing card size, along with a lot of new tickets that you can use. So I definitely recommend that. It's a USA 1910 expansion. So, but they have a Europe one. They have Switzerland map, China map,
Siberia.
I don't think there's a Siberia one yet, but
you never know.
Yeah, a lot of different places, Africa, so it's a good one. A lot of variety, a lot of different options.
Yes.
Depending on what you like to do.
Yeah.
And it's also very easy to play. So.
It's definitely a good one.
Yeah. Okay, so these are our 5 board game recommendations for anyone wanting to get into the hobby, or if you're just looking for something to do with your family, especially around the holidays.
Yeah, holidays are coming up.
Rather than watching a movie or playing a video game, you get around the table and enjoy kind of an interactive social experience.
Yeah. So, with that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any suggestions that you guys like to play with your family or friends, let us know. If you have any recommendations on games that you would like us, to do a video on or play for ourselves, let us know. We're always open in the comments down below. But with that being said, we will see you on our next chat. And always remember to have a wonderful day and be kind.